Everybody, this is a bonus video because I had said I was going to post on Wednesdays, but something today happened to me that made me have to jump on today, and so I'm going to do this quick go live. So, what happened was I was having one of those days at work where, I just needed to take a break from what I was doing. And what I usually do is when I need a break, I'll go down to the Planet Fitness and sit in the massage chairs for a few minutes. So, today I went down to the Planet Fitness and I walked in the door and I walked over to the counter, in my own little LaRonda way. And I walked over and stood there and waited for my turn. And this man that was standing at the counter waiting for whatever he was waiting for says, "Wow." And he's just looking at me, staring at me like it mesmerized. And it got me to thinking about the subtle power of a woman and the power that we possess, many of us, just in the presence, like just in our presence, and how much power we have when we kind of walk into the room. Like, I've almost always my whole life been one of these people that when I walk into a room, people do tend to notice. I don't know if it's because of the way I dress, the way I, do whatever I do, the way I walk, whatever. But it seems like people tend to notice. And today was no different. And it was just funny because he just stood there, and every time I would look back at him, he would look away real quick. But, you know, I could tell, like, when I'm standing there waiting, that he was still looking at me the whole time when I wasn't looking at him. And I just found it really interesting that sometimes, it's as a woman, things ebb and flow in life. And, sometimes you get into these kind of funks and things feel like, you kind of lose that confidence that you have in yourself. But then life comes along and gives you a subtle reminder, or maybe not so subtle, as in this case, that to remind you of your power, of the power that you have just by being in the world, and the power that you can have and that you have over people and things in your space just by being, and just with the essence of your being. So, like, that was a beautiful reminder to me, to just remind me, like, of how I impact others, how my being and the things that I do and the way that I am impacts others, even in ways that I don't even have a clue about. Like, I never got a chance to talk to that man to understand what he was thinking, or what was it about me that made him just like so in awe, but it was cool though, because it just reminds me, like, you know and also in the way of finding love. Like, I don't know that it's necessary for me to have someone that looks at me in that way, but it would sure be nice. So it was a beautiful reminder. It reminds me of this one time when I was driving my son to school, and this man was walking down the sidewalk. We had stopped at the traffic light, and this man was walking down the sidewalk, and he was staring so hard that he tripped. He didn't fall, but he tripped. And it was another one of those reminders of, like, when you lose your confidence, or when, something happens and you're feeling down about things, and, when you're out in this dating world, and maybe some date that you've gone on didn't go like you planned, or it didn't work out. um some reminder comes along to remind you that that's not the only man in the world, and things there's always going to be someone who sees you as beautiful. So, like, if something is not working out, you can always know that it's okay to move on, because there's other men out there. that look at you and see beauty, see the beauty and the essence and the value in your being, just in their presence, just walking in the door, and that power that you possess just walking in the door. Sometimes people think you have to be loud and you have to have all the answers and you have to be the life of the party to be noticed, but there is a huge power in just walking in the room and being noticed without saying a word. And I thought that was like amazing. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Um, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to continue on my Wednesday schedule, but if anything pops up during the week that like makes me feel like I need to jump on here, I'll just do one of these go lives. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure you go out there in the world and let grace the world with the essence of your being, and remember how important you are to the world and the power of just your presence in this world. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Happy dating. Bye, everybody. Now, I don't know how to turn this live thing off. Is that it right there?